Hello, buddy. We're going to do some animating for this long project.
Every morning I try to write something to open the show that puts the sports day into some sort of perspective. And today, there was just no way to do that. The simple facts tell the story after one of the most dramatic nights in the
Yeah.
history of our nation's beloved game of baseball. The Chicago Cubs have won the World Series. Starting to hear this song as much as I heard Roll Tide a few years ago, and not really. And you got to get used to it going forward. This is a team that is going to be really good for a long time, and that is really good for baseball because what will happen is because these guys are going to stay together a long time, and because they are very
Okay, that's actually it. Just checking. I'm back. So I'm going to do some more animating.
They've spent all the money on the planet and they haven't been able to do it. The Cubs have done it. The Cubs are going to be that team for a while. They're going to be the Yankees of 15 years ago for a while. Some will love them, some will hate them, but either way, they will make everyone care. Hey, listen, we know the Cubs have money, but there's something about being homegrown. That when you go out and get that high price talent, you're like, oh, well, they have all that money, they can go buy whoever they want. Certainly as we mentioned the Yankees and the Dodgers as of late. But there's something to, yeah, they got the money. That's not the first thing you say. Well, yeah, what's a joke always been when there's a great player? Well, when will you have a Yankees uniform on? Right. Or as we said, as of late, when will they have a Dodgers uniform on? The Cubs could say that too because they have the money, but you don't because they're homegrown. And I think that's a huge difference. You'll get used to these guys. As we talk about a sport where you can keep them, you pay a lot, but you can keep them. It's not like football where there's a hard cap, so you can see these guys over and over. And we've talked about baseball being in a really good spot as
Actually,
far as
no.
a lot of young talent. You can pick a team and pick that great young talent on that team that's spread out. Here the Cubs have a collection of guys, or continue to say it, 6 starters in this game, 24 or under. So a collection of these great young players all on one team to grow together. So yeah, I'm with you. I think they're going to be still rooted for a while because they're likable. There's no villain among them. They're likable guys. But they'll be that tipping point. Tipping point of, okay, a little too much good looking, a little too much good, had enough of that, let's scar them up a little. And eventually there's a little too much winning. People will get tired of them winning a lot because they're going to start winning a lot. Some of these tweets are great. Bernard tweets out, "It's overjoyed that my great aunt, who turned 104 2 weeks ago, while finally got to see her boys very close Cubs." Just think about that. She is 104. She had never seen the Cubs win. Yeah. This is literally the best thing since sliced bread because there was no sliced bread the last time the Cubs won the World Series. Andy tweets, "Watch the game with my grandma who turned 91 yesterday and never misses a Cubs game. Hashtag go Cubs go." Right. And the emotion, I think we can't play this enough. Let's play it again quickly and then we'll get moving into the conversation. Both Mike and I actually, we almost had to stop the show because neither of us had seen this. And it hit us both so hard that we both choked up at the same time on the air. Joe Madden, after it was over, being interviewed by Chris Singleton, taking a hat out of his pocket and putting it on and explaining why it was what it was. It tells the story all by itself. It's a special night for you. You showed us the hat that your dad used to wear. He's not with us. You got your first World Series championship. There it is. Put it in my back pocket in 10th inning. There you go. That's Dad's cap. Joe, congratulations. I don't even know. He barely got the yep out. Couldn't speak anymore. I mean, you're right. We both got caught off guard with that. But that's, how great is that? I mean, what a moment that he gets to share there, with his dad. He's no longer with us, but he knows he's sharing it with him. And I mean, to have that with him, put the cap in his back pocket in the 10th inning. Of Game 7 of the World Series. And they won, and then as Mike mentioned, he puts it on and he could barely get a word out. You should save that moment forever. We both put it up on Instagram. It's at ESPN Greeny and ESPN Golick if you want to save those 15 seconds. Because because they, I think, do as good a job of illustrating what makes this stuff so great as anything you possibly could. And no one knows that baseball is a family game better than our friend Aaron Boone. For those of you who know him and his brother and his father has been in the game literally his entire life. And
Alright, I think that's done for my live animating. Okay, I'm just going to say, hey.